This is a man who, let's face it, seemed invincible. And as you just heard in the open, as one expert put it, very few comorbidities. This is not a man that is, people have called him the Energizer Bunny. Just goes and goes and goes. I just talked to Joe Piscopo out of New York. He was with the president last night apparently the president had a campaign fundraising visit in Bedminster in New York. And Joe said he looked and sounded like $1,000,000, like he always does. Voice was strong. He gave a long interview last night over the phone to Sean Hannity on Fox News, where he announced that Hope Hicks, one of his top advisors and aides, had tested positive for the virus. The president and the first lady were waiting for the test results to come back. And at about 1 a.m., the president sent out his single most tweeted out, his single biggest tweet ever. Apparently, it set a record for how many likes and retweets and whatever they do. I don't know about social media because, believe me, today I'm staying away from it because I cannot afford to have hatred and misery and evil in my life on a day like today. Not going to do that. Not going to go anywhere near that. I'm going to be here with my extended family. That's you and me, because this extended family has gotten me through a lot of difficult times. And this is a tough one. You got a whole slew of people who have had contact with Hope Hicks, at least 21 people. You've got the concern about what kind of virus spread this could be. And metaphorically, this president has continued to face all kinds of adversity. In some ways, this is nothing new for him. Reportedly, Hope Hicks is real sick right now. I don't know if that's true or not. The best that we've heard in media reports. And remember, Hope Hicks was in an official capacity with the president. Hope Hicks was in the president's inner circle way before the president came down the escalator and announced his intentions to run for president. Hope Hicks she went into entertainment for a while. She was, I guess, was it Disney? I think she went with Disney, maybe. I think it was Disney or Fox News. I guess she was with News Corporation, but she's returned to be with the president as one of his closest aides. She's a confidant that the president relies on. And when she tested positive, when the president shared that with Sean last night during the interview on Fox News, you just had a belief that, that he could very well be in the category of somebody with coronavirus. We've all probably known somebody with it. It differs from person to person. There are people who have been, as we know, enormously sick. There are people who have had mild symptoms. There are people who've had no symptoms. So we're going to see. We're going to find out. And we're going to be tested like we've never been tested before. We are a strong people, and it has been gratifying to see signs of unification. Joe Biden this morning tweeted that he and his wife Jill sent their thoughts to President Trump and the First Lady for a swift recovery. Biden added, "We will continue to pray for the health and safety of the president and his family." I'm sure there are people who believe this is a game changer. In many ways it is. It's going to change the scope of the campaign. It's going to change the whole face of the news cycle, the political cycle. Stock futures have plunged as the world has, the world is stunned at this announcement. But President Trump has tested positive for COVID-19. Where do we go from here? Well, you and I are going to try to sort it out together here in the ReliefFactor.com studios. Here's the way for you to reach us. 800-655-MIKE. I already got a lot of ground rules in my head because we're not going to wallow in hatred. We're not going to let the haters poison our souls over a time like this. It's a difficult time. It's a challenging time. We are America, and we're going to get through anything that is put in front of us. But again, our number, 1-800-655-MIKE. Press 1 to come on air with us. Press 2 to leave a voicemail, or you could always text us your comments and your input and your feelings at the MyPillow text line, which is also 800-655-MIKE. Welcome in to this special breaking news edition of the Mike Gallagher Show, October 2nd, 2020. Certainly a day that will go down in the history books like this entire year. Your voice, your perspective, your comments coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show.